Hear what you say, I ain't finna do shit. If it ain't about mine, bitch, you can miss me with it. Bitch, nigga, miss me with it.
YTBC, what's the deal? So I play a little bit of that song, If It Ain't About the Money, because that's what it's about, right? It's all about the money. It's all about that paper, all about that guap, whatever you want to call it, dividends, ends, currency, whatever, right? So Deontay Wilder, man, and I really like Deontay Wilder, y'all. I'm not trying to, you know, get on this dude every time I can as far as criticizing him, but the more and more he speaks with this WBC title around his waist, the more and more he's starting to become a diva. And I'm just being honest of how I feel, man. I seen an article on boxingscene.com where Deontay Wilder was saying that if he was to fight Vladimir Klitschko, he has no problem fighting him. He's not scared of him. He has no fear whatsoever. And that's a good thing. But the bad thing is, he said Vladimir is going to have to come over to America to fight. Now, as a American fight fan, I would love for the fight to be here. That's a fight I would try to go to. A unification of the heavyweight crown. I would try to go to that fight. But the thing is, Deontay Wilder, I don't know if you've been living under a rock or you just forgot, or maybe you're blinded by that green belt you got, but Vladimir Klitschko is the heavyweight champion. He's the WBO, the WBA, and the IBF, and he has the IBO, which I don't count, and he's the lineal champion. So I don't understand why you think the WBC title has more of a precedence over being unified. He actually said that Vladimir has what he wants. And in some cases, I mean, that there is some truth to that, because I know Vladimir wants to be fully unified, but at the same time, nah, Deontay Wilder, Vladimir has what you want, and that's to be recognized as the #1 heavyweight in the world, not 1B, you know, not one of the titleists, but we know Vladimir Klitschko is the heavyweight champion, Deontay Wilder. So I'm an American, but I'm not going to sit here and be blinded by the striped stars and bars of our flag, man, and, you know, find a way to try to put you as the heavyweight champion when you're not. And for you to say, you know, to me, it's almost like, okay, is this going to be a built-in excuse? Because Vladimir has no gimme fight against Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury will be Vladimir's sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth undefeated opponent in his last 7 fights, y'all. His last 7 fights pretty much shits on Deontay Wilder's whole resume. You can get mad. You can think Vladimir Klitschko's a punk, or you may think that he's on steroids. All the above. And that's totally fine if that's your opinion. But what's fact is, he's fought 6 undefeated fighters in his last 7 fights. Well, Fury be his 6th. His resume, his last 7 fights, his resume is better. That right there is better than Deontay Wilder's whole resume. His last 7 fights. And I dare anybody to debate with me that it's not. You know, and a part of this whole era, man, with the way guys are behaving, they're trying to act like Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, props to Mayweather from getting himself in a position where he can do things like this. You know, it's to the point where he's going around calling himself TBE. And I think that is so blatantly implausible, man. Blatantly. For him to call himself TBE. But now you got guys that, you know, they're making all these fucking demands. They're acting like divas. You know, Deontay Wilder, man, before you won the title, you were real humble, real hungry, you know, willing to fight anybody, taking on all comers. But I've heard you be dismissive of Lucas Brown. I've heard you be, you guys are trying to get in there with Chris Arreola. But now, you know, that's not going to happen, because we've seen what happened in the Fred Cassie fight, a fight that I thought Cassie won 6 rounds to 4. But you can't fight Arreola now. Now I hear Briggs' name came back up. Deontay Wilder said that Briggs needs to earn his shot, which at this point in Briggs' career, I do think he needs to put some type of a meaningless fucking, or a meaningful victory under his belt. I'm not trying to hear what you did in 07, man. You know, it's like the old drug dealers and the old pimps keep talking about how it was in 88. You know what I mean? When they was to ride around in the Saabs with the BBSs and all that shit. It's like, this ain't 88, 87, 91, 92. This 2000, this is every bit of 2015, whether you knew or not. And Shayna Briggs, you haven't done a damn thing. I've seen you in some club fights, and you look very mediocre. Yes, I know you're in shape. Look like you might be taking some extra to get your body looking like that. But whatever the case, I don't want to, say the dude's using something when I don't have proof. But just from my eyes, you need to earn your shot, old man. Beat somebody of relevance, because you haven't in a long fucking time. So I don't know why you think that you about to just bunny hop over guys like a Gerald Washington or a Charles Martin or Anthony Joshua or any of these young and up and coming guys, Dillian White, even a guy like Gary Cornish. I mean, somebody that's undefeated, up on the rise. Not talking about what you did in 2005, dude. And the last time I remember, Briggs was getting his head pounded in by a Klitschko, so nobody wants to see you no more. But Deontay Wilder's turned into a big-time diva, man. So is Keith Thurman. I mean, there's a lot of these guys that are just saying diva-type shit that I don't like. Now, some of these guys may be your favorite fighter, and that's fine, but none of these niggas is my favorite fighter to the point where I'm not going to say what I feel, It's just my opinion, but I don't get why Deontay Wilder is acting like such a diva. And now back to the point of Deontay Wilder, I just think like this is going to be a built-in excuse. So let's say Tyson Fury, the winner of the Tyson Fury and Vlad, right? Then after the fight, Deontay Wilder, are you really going to sit here and say, okay, I want to unify, but it has to be in America? Like, who are you to start calling shots? And why do you think this WBC title is so, I mean, I understand the prestige of it. I understand it's been around. I understand, all the greats have, had the WBC at one point in time. Tyson, Ali, the list goes on and on, right? So I understand that, but in no way, man, are you in a position to call shots like this. You're just very dismissive of guys. There's no opponent set for you yet. I haven't even heard any names. I know they're trying to throw you in with Areola. So I'm curious to see who Deontay Wilder is going to fight. There's a lot of American guys around here he can fight. I'm not saying he will lose to him, but Amir Mansour called you out. But let me guess, he's too old. Or, I don't know, man. Like, these guys are trying to act like Money Mayweather. Money May, man. They trying to, it's like when you say shit like this, Deontay Wilder, man, I look at that as a built-in excuse as to why you're not going to fight Fury or Vladimir if they don't fight over here. Now, like I said, as an American fan, I would love for the fight to be here because I'm American. But if they say, nah, the winner of that fight is going to have the bargaining chips. Youngster, like, I don't know why you think you're going to have the bargaining chips. They're going to be the unified fucking champion with 3 different titles. Fury will be the man that beat the man if he was to win. Nigga, you beat Stavern. And then you defended against Eric Molina, which I don't know how the WBC gave him a number 7 ranking. So what y'all think, YTBC? Is this going to be a built-in excuse? And then it's like, hold on, before we get to that, nigga, you supposed to take care of Povetkin. Why am I not hear you talk about Povetkin? Now, if one of y'all got a recent article, like within the last few days of him talking about Povetkin, please link it to me at the bottom so I can read about it, because I'm just hearing this dude just be dismissive of people. And and I'm cool with him wanting people to take steroid tests. As long as he's taking them and everything's cool, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying though, man, like you have the title, so you've earned the right to be in position to call some shots. Some. But the winner out of Fury and Vladimir, you can't call that shot. I mean, that's just my opinion, man. And don't let my opinion have any dominion over yours, because it shouldn't. But I'm just saying, I think it's bullshit what Deontay Wilder's doing. He's turning into a diva, man. I know he's 33-0 with 32 knockouts. I totally understand that. But now you're trying to call shots against certain guys you can't call shots again, especially not Vladimir or Fury, whoever wins that fight. I just don't believe that you're in position to call those shots. But that's just my opinion, YTBC. I'm out.